Stuart, Stuart, this is Sarah.
Yes.
You talk sometimes about how this meditation process is like digging for oil.
Well, it's just a metaphor for, layers of shale rock that exists inside people that one has to drill through in order to hit gushes of inspiration, gushes of spirituality, you know, uh, these things that are so buried deep inside us that we need to learn how to master the art of literally drilling, you know, to find a way to get to those incredible connections we have in ourselves to higher energy in the universe. I mean, I just use that as a metaphor, the shale, the rock, the layers of rock that, they have to drill through in order to find oil. It's like all those layers of tension that exist inside people. And this meditation literally drills through it. It breaks it up. It enables us to connect with, you know, energy sources in ourselves that link us directly to higher energy in the universe. And we have to understand it's not only you, Sarah, but all of us have to understand that we have lifetimes of tension that are repressed inside us. And part of one of the deepest elements of the meditation is being able to break all that tension down, to get to a place where the heart's open and there's that joy of love and happiness. And, we're connected to a higher force of energy there. But we've got to go through us, and we have layers upon layers of tension inside us that have accumulated from, I mean, God knows how many lifetimes from the day we were born in this lifetime. So when I use that metaphor, it's a very good one. Because if, the geologists can tell you where the oil is, but they've got to drill through all the rock to get there, you know. And I can tell you the spiritual oil is in your heart center, it's in the chakra below the navel, it's in the 7 chakras that are connected to higher energy in the universe. Does anyone else have a question?
Hello. Hi.
Yes, Eileen.
Hello. I I feel that
Eileen, you have to
something
speak up.
real.
You have to speak up.
Okay. Can you listen? Do you listen?
Yeah. One
Okay.
second. One
I
second.
feel
All right. Now you're loud and clear. Go ahead.
okay. I feel that something real, like a real structure, is being created inside of me. I feel something material, like a real structure inside of me. How can I let that energy take me wherever I need to go, wherever I need to be? How I can let my energy keep building something real for me?
Well, what you're feeling is very good. And how do you use it? And how does it become practical in your life? Uh, as long as you can consciously continue to build a chakra system inside, you understand chakras are not just located here. I mean, the heart center can open infinitely. So when you develop these centers inside, it enables you to not only heal yourself inside, but it enables you to touch the objective world. You look at the world differently. You see a different kind of world than people ordinarily see. And what you see, basically, as I say it all the time, is the world is your teacher. And you have to respect a teacher. You have to open and embrace a teacher. So the heart chakra, enables you to do that kind of thing, to communicate with love, with, compassion in your life. And also, look, when your chakra system is highly developed, you will attract everything you need in your karma. Everything in your karma will be attracted to you that you need to work out in this lifetime. And that has to do with, I talk about this a lot. It has to do with relationships. It has to do with financial situation. It has to do with everything that, life requires of us living here. You will attract it and you will learn how to deal with it. And you learn how to deal with it and keep your heart open. Because as I said, when the chakra below the navel opens, it's not just limited to the body, it opens, as deeply and as profoundly as we can, capable of opening it at any particular moment. That will give you strength. That will give you the power to stop being afraid of life. And that's one of your problems, Aileen. You're afraid of life, and you have no reason to be. You're smart. You're a wonderful young lady. I mean, you should truly be able to build on that inner strength and allow life to become this extraordinary teacher for you. What is it teaching you at this moment? So that you're not afraid of it. You're not living in fear of it. It's no longer an enemy. It becomes a friend. That comes organically as a human being builds the kind of energy centers that I keep talking about. It just becomes part of your life. And you can't even, in your mind, you'll never understand it. You just live that way. You begin to live that way. You're not afraid to take chances with life anymore. You're not afraid to allow life to become this incredible university that is endlessly teaching you what you need to do to grow and to live, and ultimately how to become a happy person living in this world that we live in. So it's just a process, Aileen, that takes time. You have to have patience. And it takes time for you to develop the kind of system I'm talking about. Now, a primary thing in developing it is truly a need to have a spiritual life. If that's real inside you, understand, then you will have to develop a system because life itself will test you every step of the way. So you will have to develop a system that's strong enough to allow the purity of higher energy to exist inside you. So all of this kind of works together, it's all a process of learning and growing, and I've discovered in my own life, it all just comes over time. Suddenly you realize things that was impossible for you to realize 5 years ago. But through the consistency of inner growth, your capacity grows, your deep understanding of life grows. Your ability to live in the world becomes more conscious. and you're no longer intimidated by life. Life becomes a teacher, a friend. And yeah, there's up moments and down moments, and life has a tendency of giving us all a good kick in the butt every so often to remind us that we haven't arrived yet, that we have to continue working on ourselves. So instead of being upset and getting depressed because you just got a kick in the butt, you know, say thank you. Thank you for reminding me that I haven't arrived yet, for taking myself for granted, for not staying in touch with that need in me that truly wants to have a spiritual life. And then you come out of your shell. It's very nice to come out of that shell, kind of out of that cave that we all create around ourselves that doesn't allow us to truly open and enjoy this kind of miracle thing we have called life. And one thing I realized in this whole process is, I mean, 30 years ago, I stopped trying to understand it. And I'm so grateful in my heart that I can just simply live it. And yeah, it has its up moments, its down moments, it has the good, the bad, the indifferent, everything. So what? All of it is a teacher. So, I always say that true test of your inner work is you can keep your heart open when you're taking the garbage out, when you're washing the dishes, when you have to clean your house or apartment. You can do it with an open heart. And it just comes, it just comes. And one has to have patience and such a profound inner need to have a spiritual life that nothing shakes it. I told someone the other day, I went through about 10 years of the book of Job. I really mean this at one point in my life where nothing worked. Nothing. The business fell apart, relationships everything fell apart, you know? And at first it was very difficult. And then I began to, it stayed difficult. But I said, Stuart, it's just teaching you why you're here. And everything that was in your life was just there to teach you how to get stronger inside yourself. And then, of course, it all evolved and changed and it went to a whole new level in my life. But it was kind of living through the book of Job. Nothing worked. The only thing that worked is I would do this meditation every day. And that enabled me to at least stay on top of it. And then it all changed. So just understand profoundly why you're doing deep meditation and trust that the universe has brought you to this for a purpose. I mean, when you first started doing this, Aileen, you were this shy little girl. I think you're totally afraid of the world. And you've grown up a lot in the last 3, 4 years, really amazingly so. So you have to be very grateful for that. I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful to see you today. So much more mature than you were 3 years ago, 4 years ago. How long? 2 years ago. Okay. Well, that's even better. It's even better. Does anyone else have a question? I talk about some of the same stuff over and over and over again, but it's just basic stuff that I think human beings have to be reminded of when they set out on the path to have a spiritual life. Patience, gratitude, strength inside, building strength inside, development of a chakra system. I mean, it's in almost every class I talk about these things because they are the basics. They're the foundation of what it means to build an inner life that is strong enough to connect with higher energy and to be able to live in this world. Does anyone else have a question? Okay, as I've been announcing this week, I'm going to take a vacation this weekend. I think I really need it. I'm really tired and it's been just incredibly, strong and deep, the last 40 years. So periodically I need to take a vacation. Does anyone else have a question? But there will be meditation tomorrow, regular class schedule, and then it'll resume again on Tuesday at 1 o'clock my time here. Okay, if there are no more questions, then God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being in my life. All of you, every one of you is just it's a miracle to sit here and do this work with each and every one of you. So God bless you. We'll see you soon tomorrow.
Thank you, Stuart.
Have a wonderful break.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you.
You're welcome.